Hello, Steve. Thank you for taking some time to view this video. I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. So the point of this video is twofold. One is to give you some tips and tricks you could use on your website to increase your online traffic, your revenue, your leads, and increase your business. And two is to compare your website to a local competitor's website and see if those tips and tricks could outrank them to get you on the first page of Google, which gets you more leads and increase your business as well. So I'll talk about three things: content, backlinks, and citations. So whatever I talk about here, you could use on your own for your website. But if you want to talk about that or anything further, please feel free to reach out. Either way, if you can leave me a few lines of feedback on this actual video, that'll help me get better at making these videos for local businesses. All right, so let's get started here. So in content, you need anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 words, just depending on the competition and number of keywords needed. So a keyword is anything that someone might type into Google looking for a particular service or product. So in your content, you can place keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what terms you want your website to be found for. So a good start to your website here. Got a nice layout here, but one thing I would increase, just increase your content, some things on the back end of your website. So nothing's wrong with the front end, but you increase some things on the back end and just increase your content, and that will give you searchability in Google. So speaking of Google, if I know you serve in Bellevue, Washington with plumbing services, and if I was a consumer, I might type this in looking for that. So what goes here first is, first ads come up a lot. So, ads are hit or miss. You could invest in them, but a lot of times consumers skip over them. The map pack comes up here. This is citations. I'll talk more about that in a minute. But we call these organics right here. We feel this is the most important with searchability with Google. So the goal is to be on the first page of any kind of service you provide or area you provide, to be on that first page of Google, right in front of the eyes of consumers. So as you scroll down here, you can see your website's not on the first page of Google, but you could do some things on your website to outrank competitors to get on that first page, and that will increase your traffic and increase your leads tremendously. So I'll compare your website to, the goal is to be at the top. And typically we don't count directories like Yelp and Angie's List, because consumers, they go directly to a company website if they're looking for a service, especially if it's like an emergency. So I'll compare you to number 2 here, which is Bellevue Plumbing. So that'd be great to outrank somebody that has actually Bellevue in their name. So I'll compare your website to his and see if we can outrank him. So to compare websites, we use a tool called Ahrefs. And this is the tool here, this is your URL here, and these are your numbers. So on your website, even though it's nicely laid out, you're only using 27 keywords. So again, those keywords are searchability. So you want to think about those buyer intent keywords. Keep the ones that you have, but think about Mercer Island. If you go into Seattle, think about all the services you provide. You get very creative on your services. A plumber, plumbers, plumbing repair. So you want to increase your keywords. Compare that to your local competitor, this is Bellevue's website here. Pretty good. Actually, it's very beatable. I'm not that impressed with the website, but let's see what their numbers are. So they're using a little bit more keywords than you. So that's why they're ranking on that first page of Google. So that's very easy. Think about keywords. You could take some keywords that apply to anybody. Like for instance, if this is not on your website, plumbing Bellevue, you put that in your website, that's a searchability. Bellevue plumber. So if whatever is not on your website, you use that, and that gets you closer to outranking your competitors. Then secondly, there's backlinks. So a backlink is anywhere where one website is linked to your website. So this acts like an endorsement of your website from others, which Google uses that to build trust in your business by seeing others vouch for you. Also think of it as like a popularity contest. Person with the most backlinks wins. But keeping this in mind, not all backlinks are created equal. It's important to have other services that are similar to you, plumbing, HVAC, electrical, linking back to you. It doesn't help if websites outside of your business are linking back to you outside of your niche. So it doesn't give you that Google trust power. So you have 31 backlinks with 20 reference domains. But compare that to a local competitor that's on page 1. They have 251 backlinks with 42 reference domains. These numbers are very beatable. They're not that hard to attain. So if you get closer to these numbers, you get close to that traffic, you'll be on the first page of Google, and that will increase your business and your leads tremendously. So going to citations. So a citation is anywhere where your business name, your number, and your address are shown exactly on your Google business profile. Citations help you rank in this map pack here, which is extremely important for local businesses, since this can generate huge amounts of revenue. Again, the goal is to be in the top 3 or 4. Much like page 2 or 3 of Google, people don't click this button for more services. So you want to be right in the front of face consumers. So to get there, citations include directories like Yelp, Angie's List, Expertise. There's hundreds of others you've probably heard of. Also, social media accounts work great too. So here's the idea. Your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet. And the larger your online presence is, the more Google trusts you. So once Google sees you more often than these competitors, the more likely it is you outrank them. So once your content, your backlinks, your citations, once they all come together, you start to outgrow your competitors. And here's what you might be looking at and why that's worth it, to be in the eyes of consumers here and here. So not sure what your margins are, but I imagine that will generate some pretty decent revenue. Also, there's many more keywords you could use, as I said, to generate more and more traffic and leads. So this is what I do. I create this for you to start generating those leads on your own online. But if you do find yourself wanting more to continue scaling as far as you want, feel free to reach out. I can help you out with that with some more information, or we can talk about your goals. I can do the research to find out exactly what could be realistic for your business and what it might take to reach those goals. So again, if you leave me a few lines of feedback on this video, that helps me making them. Again, I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Hopefully this was informative. Much luck in your business. Have a great day.